Welcome back to Reviews and Wheels. Today you're joining me inside the new Mahindra XUV700 AX7L. So the L stands for long base because it is a 7-seater, right? So this car is priced from 560,000. Wow, this exact same spec, like this car is 560,000 rand. But the starting price of the Mahindra XUV700 starts from 474,000. Yes, that is the 5-seater. This is the 7-seater with white interior and a sky roof, right? So quick facts about the vehicle: this car has 138 kilowatts and 380 newton meters of torque, 2-liter engine, and 6-speed automatic. So yeah, that is that. So starting off from the car, let's start from the exterior, right? The exterior of the car. Let's start on the front. The front of the vehicle is very, very beautiful. It has C-shaped with a bit of a curve at the bottom, LED lights, and LED indicators as well. So they just vroom, vroom. So we have that from the front, and it has a very nice grille as well, and a new Mahindra logo. Very, very beautiful as well. It just looks like it's basically like, this is basically the new logo of Mahindra, like just like this. So yeah, then from the side, it is very, very long. It's a very long car because it is a big SUV. It's not a mid-size SUV. It's like those huge SUV. It's basically a family car, understand, right? So from the side also, it's also cool. Then from the back is also beautiful, I won't lie. It also has LED rear lights, but however the indicators at the back aren't LED like the ones in the front. They're just like normal halogen LED, not LEDs, my bad, indicators, very just normal indicators at the back, understand. Then heading into the interior of the vehicle, which is, I must say, the best part in this vehicle, right? So I'm gonna start with the obvious. We have a double panoramic sunroof that is just here. That's a double panoramic sunroof. We have a white interior, black and white interior actually in the car. So as you can see here, we have black, and then we have a bit of like a leather looking, like, but it's not really leather, but it's white or cream. So it's black and white and black and cream interior all over the car, but the seats are leather as well with a cream, and it has a bit of black and like white, black dots. It has black dots, so it might look like a ventilation, but it's not. It's just the design of the vehicle. And yeah, so now heading into the steering wheel. It is a leather feel steering wheel. It has controls on the left, controls on the right. So on the right, the controls are for the instrument cluster, which is digital, by the way, and then the other half of it is cruise control. Then on the left we have for the infotainment system, volume up, volume down, muting, calling, mode seeking, and whatnot. So everything on the left is for the infotainment system, and then on the right is for the instrument cluster, which is the cruise control and the changing the display of the instrument cluster, understand. So now heading into the whole screen. It's like a huge screen here. We have a digital instrument cluster here, which shows you obviously your fuel range, how much you're averaging per kilometer. It shows, you can change the display. That's, by the way, you can change the display. So you can also do navigation on the instrument cluster. You can do to how many kilometers you've been driving, trip A, trip B, etc. And then heading into the infotainment system, which is on the left, which is like this huge thing. I'll write down how many inch the screen is, but it has Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and yeah, Bluetooth connectivity as well. And it's a touch screen as well, but you can also control it here at the bottom. So let's say you're driving, you don't want to lean forward for the screen, you can just control the settings here by near your thigh, just by the gear lever, understand. So yeah, the infotainment system is really good, and the sound system is a 12 speaker surround system powered by Sony. So the sound system is actually quite good, like good quality. I want to understand. So there's speakers. There's one here. There's basically in the front. There's like 6 speakers in the front. So there's one here above me, one above the passenger, there by the side mirrors as well, but inside, and also at the bottom. Then there's also at the back. The back is at the bottom, and then there at the back by the third row, there's the speakers at the top, just like here in the front. See, so that's where the speakers are. So inside, you can't really hear the road noise of the vehicle because of the sound system and where it is placed. Like the placement is just good, so you hardly can hear the road, you understand? And also, you don't have to literally make the volume go too high. You can just put it on 15, 14, 13, just so like it's like half. It's basically half of like full, which is 15, and still you cannot hear the road noise whatsoever, understand? So yeah, that is a good thing about the inside of the vehicle and the sound system, understand? And also another thing, it has a bit of ambient lighting. So there's a button here next to the SOS, which is just like a button here, and then it just has a bit of a light that shows around here, and at night it brings more ambience, understand? So yeah, and it's LED as well. So basically everything, like the lights inside are LED, like it's just like pure white. It's not halogen, it's pure white, so I'd say LED, understand? So that is that from the interior. So now let's head into the drive of the vehicle. Drive of the vehicle is very good. However, you should know that it's a big car, so obviously 2 liter, and yeah, fuel consumption wise, we are city driving, we've been averaging 7.1, and then long distance it was 8.3. Oh, wait, no, 8.6, my bad, 8.6. So those figures are quite good. However, I should say the what can I say, it eats petrol really quick. I don't know, probably it's the way I was driving, but the petrol consumption, it finished quick. Although the numbers are good, 7.1 and 8.6, like that is really good, but it finished really quickly. I've had this car for I think 2 weeks now, so yeah, in those 2 weeks I think I've poured around 4 or 5 times, and yeah, we are low. It's done a bit of damage to my pocket, but nevertheless, this is a great car. So we're gonna speak about what I like about the vehicle, what I don't like about the vehicle, right? So what I like about the vehicle, number 1 is the sunroof, number 2 is the sound system, number 3 is the technology inside here. And speaking of technology, but I'll speak about that after the things that I like. So it's the technology and stuff. And number 4 is the look of the vehicle from the outside, especially the front with the LEDs and those LED indicators. That's another thing that I also like, understand? And then what I don't like about the vehicle is, well, I wouldn't say I don't like that about the vehicle, but I wish it's something that it had. So the boot, right, by the boot, obviously the tailgate, yeah. So I wish it had like a button where you can close, so you can just, so with this now you have to like close it like that, understand? And that's a bit of a, I just wish like it was an extra option, whereas you can just add it to the car, where you can just, an electronic tailgate would have been better. That is something that I don't like, but I just wish it's something that it had. The things that I don't like obviously is like how it eats fuel, and there's a feature when you indicate, it shows your blind spot, because it's a 360 camera, there's front sensors and rear sensors and camera. So there's a front camera and a rear camera, and front sensors and rear sensors as well, right? But then by the side mirrors, there's cameras for the 360-degree camera, so you can see like the whole car, like what's happening, because of the sensors and the cameras in the front and the back, so you can actually see everything because the cameras are by the side of the mirrors, right? So when you're indicating, you indicate, and then there's a camera right by the side camera, side mirror, my bad. Then there's a little notification here. It shows you your blind spot, which is that camera there by the side mirror, and it shows you what's to your side so that you don't crash. But the thing is, now obviously when you're turning, the steering wheel turns as well, so obviously you can't be looking at that. You'll have to look at the camera and also check your blind spot, you understand? So that feature is good for only changing lanes, like not curving or turning into a different intersection. No, just like switching lanes from the fast lane, slow lane, middle lane, understand? That is what I think is good for, understand? So that feature is also really good. I like that. Right, so now also it has wireless charging. It has 2 USB ports there, and a little space there at the bottom for, I don't know, you can put some money here, you can hide some money, you can put some keys and stuff. And yeah, it's wireless charging here. And then there's 2 cup holders here, and there's 2 cup holders in that thing right there, here, like just here. Yeah, there's 2 cup holders there as well, and also space for the cup holders on the sides, on every door. Yeah, there's cup holders. Then the glove box size, excuse me, it's quite, also, it's not too big, but it's okay, right? So yeah, and then it has climate control here. It's really easy to use. It's not it is quite automatic, but it is automatic, actually. It is automatic. So there's controls for the rear air conditioning, which is like the far end at the back, and then it's also here, which the air conditioning is just here as well. So that is also good. And yeah, it has an electronic handbrake, auto hold. And one thing I should say about the auto hold, that's another thing that I don't like. The auto hold thing, when you use the auto hold and then you let go, obviously we have the auto stop and auto on and auto off, right? Plus the auto hold, right? So those two combined within this car, it's not a good thing. I tried it for a day, and then I did not like how the car took off, because it literally went back a bit, then it came back to the front. So that was like quite a delay, and it like felt heavy. So I switched it off, and then I just kept on with the auto on and auto off. So the auto hold, I wouldn't recommend that you use it, but you understand. So yeah, those are the things that I like, and those are the features of the car. And would I recommend this vehicle? Would I consider the vehicle? Would I buy the vehicle? Okay, let's start with consideration. Would I consider the vehicle? Right, considering the vehicle for a family car, for a family person, yes, I'll definitely consider it to people, family of 5 or 3, so that there's space in the third row for the kids as well, like little kids, not like teenagers and stuff, but also a teenager can fit in the third row. From the price, it's 560,000, this exact model. So I would say, yeah, definitely go for it, you understand. Would I recommend it? Yes, I would recommend it, because it is a really lovely car. Like, the interior is white, but with children, another thing, maintenance is going to be very difficult, because it's white leather seats. So you're gonna have to, be careful there, unless Mahindra had an option where you could change the interior to black. However, the interior in white makes the car pop out a bit, you understand, especially in this color that we're in. It's black from far, but you come close, it's actually like navy bluish. So yes, then when I buy the vehicle, if I had a family of like more than 3 or 4, then definitely I would get this vehicle. It's perfect. Panoramic sunroof, I can open it at night so the children can look at the stars, and then yeah, I can just close it in the sun so that they don't get too hot, you understand. And the sound system is also really good. So yeah, man, and that is it. It is your boy Saucy Wolf from Reviews and Wheels, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Stay tuned for more reviews coming soon. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And yeah, man, I'll keep making content for you guys, and yeah, keep it locked.